Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 30. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Stafford on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Here's Riley Dixon now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Hurts. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. On 1st down, it's Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. He's got room at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Stafford. That's taken in by Henderson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Here's Stafford. That's complete right around the 8. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Four yards to go on second down from the 7. To throw is Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson on the receiving end from Matthew Stafford. And the Rams post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. That time a 6-play drive.
And it's Allen Robinson who caps things off with a touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. To throw again on second down. Hurts, flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They go play action with Hurts.
Out to his left. Left side here to Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Troy Hill picks it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Play action. Stafford. He'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incomplete.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns.
Gay is on for the point after.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well. Starting over here, 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Operating from the gun, Stafford. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Henderson going to run for it. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Stafford. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And that hits the right upright but goes in anyway. Oh, friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a...
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. A big play there for Philly. 68 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Sanders, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Play action. Here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders from 6 yards away. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now they send a man in motion right. Hurts will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Back to throw. Stafford. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's getting... That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 73 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go along, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. L.A. readies for its next possession. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. And it's on EA Sports.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford going to let one fly for Robinson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have taken a fourth quarter lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this fourth quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they're stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by Madden. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Second down, back to Sanders.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Second down and goal. Hurts.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
Touchdown!
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 11, 2:07 remaining. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 42 yards.
And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley nowhere to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This one to the left to Higbee. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. One last throw here for Stafford. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
today. From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Miami. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Going to go to the air right away. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
This a quick pass to Davis. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Right back to Davis. It's complete. They find some open field here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Allen now on first down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Singletary, they'll run for it. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Play action. Now it's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Finding room at midfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
March 49. March 49. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. 22 needle. Let's get off the black shot. Crunch.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen going deep for Diggs. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Number ready? Mike 49. Drill 52. He's crossing. He's checking. Cheetah. Ready.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's got a man, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys...
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line.
Tighten up. Trouble, 38.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Raheem Mostert, a touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And His guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big play here for Buffalo. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Let's go.
Allen. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Tua. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 85 yards. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Sanders now to add the extra point. As they take it over, we step aside. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Going deep for Diggs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Here we go, set. 10 black.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he finds a little bit of room.